Welcome to my May market update. I used to do these a couple of times a year, but 2022 has just had so much happening that I'm doing these monthly. Um, Fixed rates have continued to rise. You've probably seen it in the press. We're north of, we're at low fours if you're buying an insured property with CMHC insurance, and higher towards high fours if you're refinancing on the fixed side. Variable continues to be somewhat suppressed versus fixed, so you're seeing sort of low twos or mid twos ish percent if you're purchasing with an insured mortgage, or higher twos if you're refinancing on the variable side. But the Bank of Canada's next meeting is June 1st, where largely there is expected to be a 0.5% increase at least, potentially 0.75%, but at least 0.5% for variable side. So, that gap may close a little bit, but there's still some bargains to be had on variable depending on how comfortable you are with the risk going forward. There's at least a 2-ish% buffer in most cases between variable and fixed. So a lot of you have been calling asking, should you fix? I encourage you to give me a call, have a conversation. It depends on your situation. It depends on how long you have left in your mortgage to maturity, what your financial circumstances are, how comfortable you are with your payment increasing. So definitely worth a conversation. I'll include my link to my calendar. You can book a call if you'd like to discuss. We're starting to see a little bit of softening in the property market. In larger markets like Toronto, prices have started to decline. In markets like Kingston and area, we're not quite yet seeing prices decline as much yet, but we are seeing less of this multiple offer situation where you have 12, 13, 14, 15 offers per property. So I have a couple of clients currently who didn't sort of sell their home in the sort of 3 to 4 day mark that we've become used to in this market, where you list on a Monday and you've sold on Wednesday or Thursday. So that's something to panic about at the current time, but I think we've just gotten a bit used to that sort of ability to sell. So it used to be sort of very straightforward: go buy before you list your property to sell, because it's harder to buy than sell. But I think that might be swinging a little bit. So definitely, if you're in that space, talk to your realtors about your options. Talk to me about your financing options to make sure everything's clear. Um, for those of you who are looking ahead at your renewals, it may be worth renewing early. It may be worth renewing into a shorter term. Depends on how comfortable you are with that. Maybe a 2 or 3 year at these rates makes sense, in the hope and expectation that maybe rates taper off by sort of 2025 or so. So I'd encourage you to book a call if you want to have a conversation. Always happy to discuss your situation. But I hope you enjoy the start of the nice weather, and I will keep you updated each month as things keep changing. Have a great rest of the month.